Hello dear children, welcome back to your science class. So children, today we are going to start with the new topic, that is the fundamental unit of life. So remember, this lesson is very much related to the lesson which you have studied in class 8, that is cell. So the contents of this lesson we are going to see in detail. Let's first discuss about the introduction. In that, what are the learning outcomes? So, at the end of the discussion, you will be able to understand what is cell. You will know the discovery of the cell. You will understand the difference between plants and animal cell. You will be able to define osmosis, diffusion, draw the diagram of animal cell and plant cell, write short note on mitochondria, lysosomes, plastids and vacuoles. So, what are the contents that we are going to discuss in this lesson? Something related to cell, that is basic unit of life, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, multicellular organisms, cell membrane, cell wall, cell organelles, chloroplast, mitochondria, vacuoles, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus and nucleus. So first, let us talk about the discovery of cell. In 1665, Robert Hooke, an English scientist, he saw cells in a thin slice of cork with his crude microscope. He observed as honeycomb-like structure and named them as cellulae or cells. His discovery indicated for the first time that living organisms consisted of number of small structures or units. So, some of the important years and name of the scientist who discovered the things related to it. So, in 1665, Robert Hooke discovered cell. In 1674, Van Leeuwenhoek, he studied living for the first time. In 1831, Robert Brown discovered and named nucleus in a cell. In 1838, 39, M.J. Sheldon and Schwann formulated cell theory. What are living organisms made up of? Just as a building is made up of bricks, the body of all living organisms are made up of cells. Basing on the cellular organization, some organisms are made of single cells. Unicellular organisms which are made up of more than a cell, they are known as multicellular. Irrespective of unicellular and multicellular organisms, the cells perform similar basic functions for their survival. What are the gadgets to study cells? Cells are too small to be seen by naked eye. They are studied with the help of microscopes. Microscopes are high-resolution instruments that are used for observing fine details of very small objects. Two common types of microscopes: light microscope for magnification range from 100 to 1500 and electron microscope. Shape and size of cells vary, but all of these are ultimately determined by specific function. Some cells can change their shapes like amoeba, WBC, but plants and animals have almost fixed shape. Smallest cell, that is mycoplasma, and largest cell, ostrich egg. Longest cell is nerve cell, and a micrometer or micron is 1000 of a milliliter. Now let us come to the very important point, that is unicellular versus multicellular. Unicellular, they are made up of single cell. So the single cell will perform all the functions like obtaining food, respiration, excretion. They cannot divide into cells. They are also called acellular organisms, amoeba and paramecia. Multicellular, they are made up of many number of cells. Cells have a similar basic structure and similar basic life activities. So, for multicellular, tissues form organs. Organs give rise to organ system that perform special function.